Every village has a legend. In this one, it was the Whispering Woods. They say if you walk into the woods at midnight, the trees whisper your name. And if you follow the voice, you never come back the same. One cloudy evening, a group of three, Arav, Mira, and Uncle Raghu, sat around a fire outside their cottage. Rain gently tapped the windows. Uncle Raghu, who loved telling spooky stories, leaned closer to the kids and said, "Did I ever tell you about the boy who followed the whispers?" Myra's eyes widened. Arav scoffed. "Just a story," he said. But Uncle Raghu's voice grew serious. He was never seen again. Only his red cap was found, caught high in the branches of a whispering tree. The wind howled outside, as if the forest had heard them. Later that night, while Uncle Raghu snored on his armchair, Mira nudged Arav. "Let's go," just to prove it's fake. Armed with a flashlight, the two tiptoed out and headed for the edge of the forest. The trees were tall and twisted, their branches like bony fingers. The forest was so silent, even their footsteps sounded loud. As they walked in deeper, the light from the village disappeared. All they could hear was the wind brushing the leaves. Then they heard it. Arav, Mira, the voices were soft, whispery, and familiar. Mira gripped Arav's arm. "Did you hear that? It's just the wind," Arav insisted, though his face had turned pale. But the whispers came again, this time closer. "Come play." A faint giggle echoed between the trees. They turned to leave, but the path had changed. "This isn't the way we came," Mira whispered, panicked. Suddenly, the flashlight flickered and died. In the dark, their ears sharpened. They heard footsteps, not theirs. Something or someone was walking just beyond the trees. Then they saw it, a massive tree, darker than the rest. Its trunk looked alive, and on it were two hollow knots that looked just like eyes, watching them. Then, the whispers grew louder all around. "Stay with us? Forever." Suddenly, roots crept over the forest floor, slithering toward them. Arav grabbed Myra's hand. "Run!" They dodged the reaching roots and ran, heart pounding. The whispers turned to shrieks. Laughter echoed from every branch. Just as the woods seemed to close in, a light flashed ahead, a lantern. Uncle Raghu. He stood at the forest's edge, waving. "This way. Now." The kids burst out of the trees into his arms. The moment they crossed the boundary, the forest fell silent. The trees stopped whispering. Back home, drenched and shaken, Mira asked, "Uncle, what is in those woods?" Uncle Raghu looked serious. "Many, many years ago," he said, "the woods were cursed. A traveler disappeared there. And ever since, the forest calls to the living. It wants company." "What happens if someone answers?" Arav asked. Uncle Raghu only said, "They never leave. Or if they do, they come back with the whispers inside them." The kids stared at each other. Then Mira asked, "Uncle, how did you know where to find us?" He smiled slowly, too slowly. And then, in a voice just barely a whisper, he said, "Because the trees told me." The room went cold. The wind outside began to whisper again,